And my prediction is we beat Denmark by 3-0.
Okay, your prediction's 3-0.
Prediction is that we beat them 3-0 on Thursday just gone. So we'll see if I am.
How do you think England's going to do?
They'll get through to the semis, and then who knows? We may
take it home.
Take it home, but who knows? Yeah. My prediction is that we're going to obviously qualify.
Hello, welcome to
Off the Job!
Overtime, where there's banter and your stories shared. Please be warned, there may be some general explicit content. Welcome back to another Overtime episode. We are episode 23.
Wow, I can't believe you introduced the show.
And I just went for it, didn't I?
You did, didn't you? You did. You know, I like your enthusiasm there, Keiran. You're really up for it today. I can see.
Sorry about the...
Yeah, we thought we'd go different today because you probably
green
bored.
and white.
At least you know that this episode is different.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Stands out more, doesn't it? So
It is
what go on.
installer this week.
It is installer this week, isn't it? Amazing. It is tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to it.
So am I. We're going to be down there, aren't we, on the TPI stand?
Yes, Gas Certificate, Trade Apps Limited is going to be on a TPI stand.
Yep.
Tuesday and Wednesday. On the Wednesday, we've doing a podcast.
Podcast. We're doing a podcast.
Bonanza.
Yeah, we're doing a podcast in the day, aren't we, on the TPI stand?
Yeah.
And
So
then
what time is that, Abigail?
I've put it for 12ish because I think if we're doing
12ish.
12ish.
12ish on the Wednesday, we'll be on a TPI stand.
So if you want to get involved in our show, come over
Yep.
at the TPI stand. We'll put a video out anyway.
Yeah, and then later on in the evening, we'll be at the Plumber Social doing a live audience interaction special.
We've just been planning that today, haven't
Well,
we?
we have been planning, haven't we? And by my reckonings, football is on Tuesday. That'll be tomorrow. England have got Slovenia. And they've just played Denmark. And my prediction is we beat Denmark by 3-0. So, that's my prediction.
Who just played Denmark?
England have just played Denmark.
What, England?
Yeah, but they haven't yet because this show is recorded before it.
Okay,
but
your prediction's 3-0.
My prediction is that we beat them 3-0 on Thursday just gone. So we'll see if I am...
Has Slovenia played Denmark yet?
Yeah.
Robbie, have a look. Let us know how our table's going, Robbie.
Yeah.
What the
table?
scores,
Table.
or the pool we're in.
Are you in a pool? Why am I not in the pool?
No, the Euros.
Yeah. You're talking about us as a nation.
Yeah,
I thought we had a
England.
little fucking sweepstake thing going on here. Between...
We have got a secret chat that we talk about you a lot.
They played Denmark on Sunday the 16th of June, and it was 1-1.
It was 1-1.
1-1. Yeah, we're gonna beat Denmark.
How do you think England's gonna do?
They'll get through to the semis, and then who knows? We may
take it home.
Take it home, but who knows? Yeah, my prediction is that we're gonna obviously qualify.
Yeah. Also, this week we are launching electrical certificate app, which is for electricians.
Ooh.
The first 75 people get it for £75. That is more than
lucky electricians.
That is more than 50% off.
Yeah.
So you can find us on the Google Store, Play Store, electrical certificate app, also on the website. Yeah. So if you need an app, then check this out. You get a 14-day free trial, and then if you like it, you can get it for £75 for the whole year.
Groovy. You can be part of the gang.
Yes. What did you... Oh, we had paintball Friday, didn't we?
It's an awesome
Can't
day.
forget about that.
What a day
Not
that
the Friday
was.
just gone, it'd be the one before, wasn't it?
It was a really good day that was, wasn't it? Great day paintballing. I enjoyed myself immensely.
There was a lot of good people there, wasn't
Brilliant, yeah. Really nice people. Great day. Well organised by you lot, must say.
Thank you.
Tip me out to you all.
The weather went in our favour.
Yeah, had a little bit of rain, didn't it? But
at lunchtime, but when we went back out, it stopped.
That put the fire out on the pizzas, didn't it?
What team was you on? He kept saying the pizzas were nice.
Yeah, they were nice. Just a little.
It must have just been your one.
Just
that
like
was
me, a little bit rough around the edges.
Yeah. They see you and thought we'd burn that around the edge.
Exactly, yeah.
Probably said something to upset him.
Yeah.
But no, it's all round good day. Everyone was there.
Good evening. You done your speech in front of a live crowd, didn't you?
I know. I was so intrigued like how I was going to be.
Yeah, you done well, didn't you?
Because the first time was actually you see me the first time in
Yeah,
2021.
he was like a shitting dog, wasn't you? Like a little. He was like a little like chihuahua, like shaking, and disappearing up your own arse.
I'm
But
still waiting for the video from Friday.
on Friday,
Robbie to send me.
you did well, so it will put you in good stead for the plumber social.
Yeah. Now I should just go there with confidence.
Yeah,
But
you should do.
when
I
you've got a
mean,
load of rowdy plumbers sitting in the room drinking Stella.
I know, probably get your guitar out and everything, wouldn't you?
Oh dear. Yeah. But overall, good day, good evening.
Yeah, nice.
Everyone got together. What did you do the weekend?
What did I do the weekend? Oh, well, like you let me bring my kids along to the after party, which
Oh, yeah,
they
your kids,
thoroughly
didn't you?
enjoyed, and met a few of the old social media lot, which was good. I was thoroughly entertained by them, the likes of Andy, Cam, and Kev. Loved it. They was actually thanking me for including them in on the night. So
Who?
my kids were. They was thanking us for taking them to the.
Did you know about our
thing.
prize giveaway, like our categories?
What did I win?
No, did you know about it? Did we tell you before I done it that night? Or did you just find out as I was doing
I found out as you was going along.
What did you think of them?
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, those all worthy winners. I thought. Yeah.
I was trying to pick people that was actually there in the evening.
Yeah,
as
no,
well.
it was a good. It was a good little.
I
thing
just
we did
loved
there.
giving Kev the plonker. He is a plonker that I do.
Well, he didn't realise it was me who was beaten to the other week on the wind up, did he? So
No, he
yeah, he's a
didn't.
bit of a plonker.
So they've actually gave us, so the stand we are on at TPI is 5H14. Also TPI running a giveaway on the stand. To enter, you have to follow both TPI and Electrical Certificate app and visit us on the stand to win a TPI 285 Bluetooth clamp meter and 1 year subscription to Electrical Certificate app. There will be one winner for each day of installer, so 3 winners together.
Nice one.
Yeah, so what? Should we get on to our YouTube comments?
Oh yes. Who's reading yellow? Who's reading blue?
I'll give you the yellow. What colour was you on Friday at paintball?
Blue.
Blue.
So, from the YouTube comments, Pete Timmon, fire protection. Do you remember he was in the sprinkler guy? Yeah, that's Pete Timmon. We had a comment from Ryan Houselander 7108. No way. Never comment on videos, but it's good to finally see something about sprinklers. I've been a fitter for 13 years, and this is the first mainstream thing I've seen. Well,
Apparently we're mainstream now.
we're open. Yeah, that's the yeah.
Is that a
Thank you
compliment?
for the compliment.
Yeah, thank you very much. See, we're opening doors to
Yeah.
different subject matter, which is good. Yeah, because I never really thought about sprinklers, to be quite honest with you.
Well,
You know,
like you say,
you see him, you never really think about the people.
There's no
who's reading.
colleges, so you almost do it because your family's in it or a friend
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah,
But it's a good trade to get into.
interesting subject. Yeah, not too sure I'd really want to go into
It's
it
hard graft.
from plumbing to
It is.
that.
I've done it a few times. It ain't.
Yeah, barrel work and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not for
Imagine
me, mate.
you're worried about getting a leak on a solder fit. Imagine getting a leak on something that you've threaded and screwed in, and like that's another level.
No, it's not that ain't for me, mate. Not
So we
for-
put a promo on the sprinkler system about sprinkler systems in the movies is not how it works in real life. And at Mulan put, I love to explain that to customers, but in industrial we do have single interlock deluge systems that work like
deluge systems.
that. Deluge. This is another sprinkler guy. Fair play. So that was a couple of comments we had about the fire protection. Then we have season 1 episode with Carl Wilson Dennis. Someone's popped up on there.
Oh, right. Brilliant. Just the podcast I needed to listen to. Real life experiences. Key is to stay positive and motivated. Yeah, Carl is one of the most positive people we've had on here, isn't he? He's like, if you watch his Instagram, he's very, very much a motivator, isn't he? And he likes to get up early and make things like basically just going out there and getting the job done, doesn't he? Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
doing even the things that you don't want to do, he knows he's got to do to make his life better. So he'll get up and do it, and just like, you know, does it with a smile on his face all the time as well. Do you know what I mean? So
Regarding the guests, obviously there is no guests now for a few weeks. You're just listening to us on a Monday.
Season 2 is
So
Officially
season
done.
2 is
Oh,
officially
season
over.
2 is officially over. Okay, so we've got a couple of guests already for season 3. If you want to be part of any of these shows, if you've got an interesting story or, a bit to give, get in contact with us, and you could possibly be part of the podcast.
So we've got Ask Keiran and Pete a question. I'll let you...
Read this, yeah? Bring the handyman. Right. What are your 5 red flags for clients? Mine is when they ask for my hourly rate or when they don't give their full address, like not including their full address, such as not including the house number and the street is 3 miles long.
Should we have a go at 5? Let me try 5. So I'd say they want like a breakdown of the quote.
Mm.
They ask to supply the materials themselves.
Mm. No, I don't mind that now.
Yes, yeah, true.
I'm not too fussed on that now.
I used to do that actually.
Yeah,
Especially to builders, I say, look, you supply materials.
Yeah, I've started doing that for boilers now. Just cannot be bothered because the actual fact of it, right? We're there to work, right? I know a lot of people want you to take the burden off of them and all that, but at the end of the day, what you got to look at here is right. You have then got to charge them for that service on top, right? Because you are then responsible for their materials, even though it's not in your... Like, say I supply a set of taps, right? 6 months down the line, they phone me and they go, them taps you've supplied us are dripping. Right, well, it's not my fault, is it? It's the actual manufacturer's fault. So I'm going back there,
it's
right,
aggro.
to change them for free because I've supplied them. Well, nah, ain't happening for me anymore. You supplied the taps, so it's now when I go back to fix them, I'm going to charge you for that because it's not my fault. The taps are a fault.
Probably not a bad way of going things. Just right, you supply.
It's so much easier. Just all I charge now for is labour and sundries like pipe work, fittings, and etc. like that. Because when you're supplying like boilers as well. As soon as the boiler goes wrong, they're coming to you. Like, the boiler's gone wrong. What you supplied.
I think it's all right for private
phone
clients.
the manufacturers. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
If you're doing it for estate agents, they're probably going to want you to supply it.
Probably, but I don't work for estate agents. I can't think of anything worse than working for estate agents. No offence to estate agents, but, you all want your slab of meat off us, don't you? And not for me, really. But, yeah, I don't mind that. Go on, what was the next ones?
So what did I go for? Supply materials. Suppose it depends on the scenario.
Breakdown of costs.
Breakdown of costs. Maybe multiple quotes.
Yeah. I once had a customer, right? This is a red flag one for me, right? So she phoned me up and she said, "Oh, hi, I've got a problem with my toilet system." I went, "Yeah, not a problem. I'll come round and have a look." And she goes, "Also, when you come round..." Oh, no, that was it. She phoned back and she said a couple of days later, she went, "Oh, Dave, my husband, he's fixed it.
Yeah.
He's fixed the toilet system." All right, okay, no problem. She went, "Could you come round and quote us for some new radiators, like to fit some new radiators?" She went, "We've got the radiators. Could you quote?" I went, "Yeah, not a problem. I'll come round and fit them." She went, "Also, could you quote for just to check them because Dave might have a go at fitting them himself. So could you quote for fitting them and maybe, if not fitting them, just..." So basically, if I was too dear, her husband was going to fit them and then he wanted me to check that they was done okay. So I was
that is a red flag. That's what I was going to say, actually. Like,
no, you're all right.
If they said they've attempted it themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely a red flag. 2 more.
What other ones is there? I'm trying to think.
That might have been the 4th. Let's go for 1 more.
I'll tell you a red flag. Is one of them is when the customer says, "I've only got a little job, it'll only take you 5 minutes." One of them, that's a red flag straight away.
How long will it take you?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? What I think ones as well where they ask for your hourly rate. You know what I mean? Like, what is your hourly rate? Well, no, I just charge for the job. But maybe,
that's what you said. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't know. We're all different, aren't we? The way we work things. A definite red flag is if they don't let you park on the drive.
I'm going to let you read out the next one because you'll love that.
Right. Chris Ruddock. How many more times has Keiran been spotted in Whitstable? Don't encourage him, Chris. Don't encourage him.
I haven't been down there since.
No.
No.
Ugh,
I might go down there for a little meal.
everyone
soon.
knows you haven't been down there. They're all down Whitstable going, where's Keiran?
I don't want to go down
Where?
there.
We haven't seen him for ages.
I don't want all the paparazzi following me in Whitstable. Then we got our question of the week that we put up. We have put, what safety tip do you think every tradesperson should know? Did you write this, Pete? Pete, tie your ankles to the bedpost. Was that you? Or was that another Pete?
Oh, is
Plumber tie your ankles to the bedpost. What safety tip is that, Pete?
That's just, you know. Hello, you wonderful listeners and watchers. Just pumping the brakes on this exciting episode to let you know about Keiran's app that's changing the game in the gas certificate world.
If you're sick and tired of doing gas certificates on paper, then Gas Certificate app is your way forward. But it wouldn't be an app worth talking about if that's it. With no hassle, you can manage your diaries, invoices and quotes for all your jobs, so you'll never be chasing paperwork again.
Don't forget those boiler manuals. I can tell you how many times I've been looking at a boiler and thinking, what the? Thankfully, the in-app boiler manuals have saved me and got me out of quite the pinch.
If it's helped Pete here, then Gas Certificate app will definitely help you, especially with its easy-to-use gas reg calculator and the extremely handy ability to duplicate certs. Brilliant for when you're doing your annual services on previous jobs.
And for the icing on the cake, it has a complete offline mode. So if you're on a job in the middle of nowhere or servicing a boiler in the basement of a building with no signal, you've still got access to everything the app has to offer to keep you working hard.
So click the link down below or in the description. Use the code POD30 to get 30% off yearly subscriptions. That's for all new users. That's POD30 for 30% off our yearly subscriptions for new users. Go on, I'll let you read that next one.
Harry Alkertig, what is it?
Alka-hating.
Yeah, Alka-heating. I know. 3 points of contact on a ladder, but also, F that, I got 10 toes on it.
3 points of contact.
So you got to have it tied in at the top, at the bottom, and then...
No one does that, do they? Obviously people do, but not a lot.
Yeah.
What's the highest you've been on a ladder?
High.
I used to clean out gutters on a triple ladder.
Yeah, I've been on triple ladders in.
And it's dangerous.
It gets a bit hairy up there as well.
Even on a slant as well, I've been up triple ladder
Yeah.
cleaning out gutters.
It's but when you're up there, like it's weird, isn't it? Because like I've never really been afraid of heights.
No, you sort of feel safe, don't you?
And you get up there and you just think, yeah, I just took my arm around. I've been up ladders like painting soffits and that. And
But it's bad, like, because I used to do maintenance for companies, so I used to do a bit of everything back in the day. And they're getting you cleaning gutters on triple ladders. You should say, no, I ain't doing it.
yeah,
Like, you're taking a massive risk for what?
yeah, you're just saving them money. That's all
Yeah,
it is. You're risking your life to save them.
They
a
did
few
end up
quid.
getting a guy with a Hoover.
Yeah.
Like, and a long extension that goes up. Yeah, then we got Just Fix Geo, first aid for sure. That's another thing not many people do is, have you ever done your first aid training as a tradesman? Know how to put a plaster on?
Remember,
Bandage?
This is a
I wrap
podcast.
PTFE round it and tape it up, mate.
What would you do if you burnt your hand?
Cold water.
Then what?
Cold water.
Oh dear. Oh, Chris Ruddock's put another one. Always use the correct tool for the job. Respect the tool's capabilities.
What, you mean you
Flathead
can't...
screwdriver for everything.
Yeah, you can't use your battery drill as a hammer. What are you
What?
talking about? What?
That's normal, isn't
Yeah,
it?
banging the screws in the plugs and that. You know what I mean?
You should have seen me. She asked me to put the plant box up the weekend.
Oh, right.
I tried screwing the screw straight into the wall. Couldn't be asked to do a raw plug.
Well, I've done that before.
It
as well.
didn't go inside.
Sometimes they grab into the coke blocks, didn't they?
Yeah, I tried to go in the mortar. Weren't having
Ah,
any
no, of
it.
course it weren't. You've been off the tools too long,
I was
haven't
like, I can't.
you? Shouldn't
be
really
arsed.
drill into the mortar either, people would tell you. You should always drill into the
Fall
brick.
down. I'm a what?
You should always drill into the brick, not the mortar. Oh, no, I didn't call you that. Don't worry about it. Right, double busy. Put your hard hat on back to front when the sun's out. Yeah.
What do you think that bit at the front does? Is that just like
That just
Aesthetics.
stops. I don't know. It
Is
just
that the right
stops.
word?
Just stops the scaffold pole hitting your nose. I don't know.
what if you got a big nose and it goes past the?
Well, you know.
Crookshank Plumbing, not to sleep with the clients.
Well, that's what I was saying. Tie your ankles to the bedpost, isn't it? You know what I mean? I never actually slept with a client.
No?
No. Oh, tell a lie.
What about the one the other
Tell
week?
a lie. Don't say the other week.
I'm joking with you.
You best cut that
Have a
out.
wind up. Have a wind up. Can't help
I have
myself.
actually slept with a client, actually. Yeah. Long time ago. I was like, sort of like, you know, dibbling and dabbling, you know. And then one day she turned around to me, she said, I need you to come around and have a look at a radiator. Yeah. Where was the radiator? In her bedroom. Coincidence? I think not. Yeah. Anyway.
How could you forget this?
What?
You nearly forgot that you slept with a client.
Yeah, I know. I just did forget. You know, sometimes I forget things, but you know, it was a case of. It was a long time ago. Long time ago. But yeah.
Any more details?
Not really. Got the radiator working.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got that hot. Not the client.
So Hot Enough Limited has don't put clips on the floorboards.
Yeah, well, we all know about that one, Pete, didn't we? Pete decided to share a video once where he actually he screwed some clips to a floorboard, the underside of a floorboard, to put some pipes in, and we absolutely tore
Who
him.
done that?
Pete, hotting up.
So if you ever wanted to say it again, what did he do?
So he screwed some clips to the floorboards, underneath the floorboards,
Yeah.
and clipped his pipes to it.
Oh shit!
We tore him a new one. I mean, it would have been so bad, but he used 3-inch screws.
Imagine if you'd done that though, and you pulled the floorboards out like a year later. with the
Imagine though, he used short screws, but imagine if he used long screws.
But how would he? How
was
did you
like-
clip the pipes? Was there no ceiling?
Yeah, there weren't no ceiling. He done it from
Oh, so
underneath. So he screwed them to the floorboards.
Imagine if you took them floorboards up a bit
Yeah,
lighter.
imagine though, like he's like screwed through the carpet the other side.
Oh, right, that's funny.
What we got then?
Shall I go?
Pentagon Carpentry and Joining. Knee pads, always knee pads. Seriously regretting doing joists and floors now. My knees swell up and look like a tennis ball halfway down a tube sock. Yeah, I suffer from that as well. Just having a conversation about my knees. To Robbie, wasn't I, saying about that? He said, what's wrong with your knees? I've had cartilage operations, and when I drive a long journey, say to, I don't know, Kent, when I get out of the van, I am like, it's like I'm seized. I'm walking like a robot, do you know what I mean? For the first 2 or 3 minutes before my knee unseizes and I can actually walk
Never had knee
straight.
problems.
It's awful. But I think it's a lot of it's inflammation, and I've got to change my diet for one.
Yeah.
And but
Stretch.
it's just it's constant being on your knees and playing football and stuff. You're just you wear yourself out over the years, and you know, you're 33, I'm 45. So, you know, I've got time on you, mate. In 13 years' time, see what you'll need. You'll be all right. You're not on them anymore, are you? You got out early. Huh? Yeah.
Then we've got, this is a good one, Canerish. Got to be ventilation, extraction and dust mask. The underlying threat of silicosis isn't taken seriously enough. Have you heard of silicosis?
I've heard of
I haven't
it,
heard of
yeah.
that.
I mean,
What's
like,
that, Robbie?
listen, when I was silicosis, he's looking it up, but when I was working, when I first started working, I remember being on blocks of flats and that. We was drilling flue holes and stuff, and there was like, if there was asbestos within the actual, because there'd be old flue holes, yeah, that were made of asbestos. The old flues were asbestos, and sometimes we'd hit them. And then we'd have to call the asbestos bloke round. All he'd be was a bloke. He'd come up, knock out the asbestos, bag it up, and go. And we'd go, "Is that it? Ain't you got to be?" He'd go, "Listen." He goes, "That brick dust is probably more."
That's the
harmful.
thing, like, people like are scared, but people used to fit it. Back in the day,
Yeah.
have you ever heard, I don't want to jinx anything, but you don't really hear people dying of asbestos.
You do.
Do you?
Yeah, you
You
do.
hear it, but do you know of...
Yeah, I've known loads of people. My mate's mum died of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my mate's mum died of it. She,
How would she interact with it?
that's what I mean. How did she? But at the end of the day, it's everybody's body reacts different to things, don't they? It's like somebody can smoke for like 50, 60 years and like Dot Cotton. Do you know what I mean? But the next person might smoke for only 20 and contract lung cancer. Everybody's body reacts differently to certain materials or chemicals or whatever you want to call it.
I just think it's mad that everyone used to fit it. Now it's like out that's really bad for you.
One mate of mine who's just he died last year. He was a lagger, and he used that. What's that? That's what they used to do. Put asbestos lagging on, and he said all of his mates, all under the age of 70, who he worked with, died, and he always said, I'll make it free. He go 10. So he reckoned he was going to make it at 70. He ended up at 73. Bless him. Was a heavy smoker and that as well. Anyway, do you know what I mean?
What was the cause of him dying?
It
weren't asbestosis.
No. I don't think it was
all
that related.
Getting in your lungs does take an effect, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course it does. But like any dust particle is harmful for you. Do you know what I mean?
Do you reckon the worst trade is to that's harmful?
Carpenter. That's what they reckon. Carpentry.
Painter and decorator always rubbing down that paint.
Nah, because
a lot of painters wear dust masks.
Yeah, a lot of painters wear dust masks. Carpenters they find a lot of because joinery and all that. They'll find loads of especially in old houses and stuff, you're ripping out stuff all the time and that. They say about us because of the asbestos flues and that, but carpenters and general builders come across a lot more than what we do. Do you know what I mean? In America, they had, MDF was banned, wasn't it?
Really?
I don't know. Yeah, MDF was banned in America.
Something that was in
MDF was meant to be bad over here. I don't know if they've changed a particle in it. Maybe some people can enlighten us on this subject.
Because when you're cutting MDF, you don't think I need to put a dust mask on.
No, you should have done because MDF was banned in America, and
so
also
when we made this, we're effed.
And also rock wool was banned in America as well. So all your lagging in your loft, that was all glass fibre wool, was all banned in America. Yet they've still got it over here. Don't know if they changed any particles because the old stuff, you really itch on it and stuff like that. You don't so much now, but it can't be good. You go in a loft, you shine a light, and you look at that dust in that loft, and it's terrible.
It says here that the UK Health and Safety Executive decreed that there is no need to ban MDF or change anything about it.
Right.
After a lengthy investigation.
So they investigated it then.
Yeah, so look,
I bet they investigated asbestos back in the day, but because it was worth loads of money, because it was everywhere. It was in schools, hospitals, everything, wasn't it?
This is a similar thing. Look, silicosis is a long-term lung disease caused by inhaling large amounts of crystalline silica dust, usually over many years. Silica is a substance naturally found in certain types of stone, rock, sand, and clay. Working with these materials can create a very fine dust that can be easily inhaled. So even like bricklayers.
So that's what I'm saying. The brick dust. That's what the bloke was saying to me. He's saying breathing in that brick dust is as bad for you as asbestos.
If you're a labourer knocking up cement in a mixer, it's always coming in your face, isn't it?
I remember going on an asbestos course. I don't know if I've covered this once before on here. Maybe I didn't.
I think everyone has to work on site and stuff.
Yeah,
there was an online course thing that you have to do.
I went on classroom courses for asbestos, and the guy there that taking it, he said back in the day when they was trying to sell the asbestos reps and that, there was an asbestos rep when they were selling this material, going round and proving to his clients by actually making an asbestos sandwich and eating it. You believe that? He was actually consuming it and eating it to prove that it wasn't harmful. I turned round to the bloke and I said, what was it, brown or white? True story. Yeah. But, that obviously, it's been around years and years, and you still find it everywhere. They used to have a substance as well, even when I was coming through, probably about 14 years. Do you remember Asbestos Deluxe?
No.
Did you ever hear that? It was like a replacement for asbestos. Again, if anyone can shed any light on this, you'd like to.
I think it'd be good to get comments in our YouTube, like any thoughts on
I mean, it's a heavy subject. I've known a lot of people die from it. Like I said, my mate's mum died from it, and who could say what she picked it up from? But I don't know whether or not, because in the old days, a lot of mechanics' wives were dying. They take the clothes in, because all the brake shoes were made of asbestos. They take the mechanics' clothes in, they put them in the washing, all the dust coming out, and they breathe it in, and they'd be victims of it as well. So, it's just how much you consume, how your body reacts to it, and whether you're going to die or not, innit?
Yeah, let us know if you know anyone that's died.
Interesting subject.
Yeah, it is. You have to go deep into it.
Correct some facts.
Go on.
So MDF being banned in the US is actually a rumor, and
Oh.
the USA is actually is the country that uses the highest level of MDF.
So before you start spouting anything live on a podcast, make sure that you've got your facts right. But is glass fibre rock wall banned in America? Let's just check that as well. No, Peter, you was wrong.
Unfiltered.
It was all on hearsay.
I'm going to let you read out. We've got a good news. Go on, sorry.
Fiberglass will be banned in the US starting January 2027.
What?
They're banning it in 2027.
Oh, so it ain't been banned yet, so I got that wrong and all.
What, in the US?
In California.
in California.
Interesting.
There you go, I got it all wrong. See, there's somebody now, right, literally just seen what I've said and he's now commenting saying, actually, you're wrong, Peter. And they've not bothered listening to the rest of the episode.
Ta-da.
I told him. Right, so you want me to... Oh, what's that last one? Never put your finger where you... Oh, wouldn't put your... Never put your finger where you wouldn't put your... You say it.
Use your imagination.
Yeah. Your
Yeah.
mantle. Yeah.
Your third leg.
News of the week. Tradesman jailed for charging 52 times the going rate for laying artificial grass.
Blimey.
Blimey.
Con artist.
Somebody grassed him up. Whee. So a cowboy gardener has been jailed for swindling a pensioner out of thousands for a job that should have cost only a fraction. The rogue trader charged an elderly man over £8,000 for minimal work on his garden, a scam that's part of a broader issue affecting vulnerable individuals across the UK. Matty Rosita, James Rosita and Dean Smith, the fraudsters involved, were caught bragging about their scam on camera. They targeted the elderly, convincing them that their homes needed urgent repairs, then charged exorbitant fees for shoddy work. Their arrogance and lack of remorse were highlighted in a video where they mocked their victims and boasted about their ill-gotten gains. These cowboy builders used various business names to operate across multiple counties, making it difficult for authorities to track them down initially. However, thanks to the vigilance of trading standards and bravery of victims coming forward, they were finally brought to justice. The court labelled them industrial-scale rogue traders, with sentences ranging from 2 to 3 years. Remember this: maintaining integrity and quality in your work isn't just about professional pride. It's about protecting our community from fraudsters who tarnish the reputation of hard-working tradesmen. So,
He's jail. He's gone to jail for
yeah,
that.
right, no. Right, no, because it's they're thieving off the vulnerable.
And how
aren't they?
can you, like, persuade... I understand if you say, oh, you need a new boiler, but persuading someone to get some grass done...
You nicked their lawnmower, didn't you?
That's some good sales tactic.
I don't know what they've
Persuade
done there.
someone.
I don't know what they've done there, but obviously these old elderly people obviously felt maybe threatened by them in some, not threatened like, but intimidated by them in some sort of way. But you know what I don't like the label is of cowboy builders, because these guys are not builders, are they? Right? They're not builders. Yeah, they're landscapers. If they are, they're not even landscapers. They're chancers. So all these people who are labelled cowboy builders, it makes the whole thing across the whole trades network that, like, tradesmen and builders are con artists. Well, these people clearly are not proper tradespeople, are they?
Oh, they lay down grass.
Yeah. Well, not just that, but they're not, are they? Anyone who goes in looking at defrauding someone through any means is just a bleeding con artist.
How bad's that, though? Actually, like, it's just bad doing it to elderly. They're just taking advantage.
Yeah, but it's easy for a minute. It's just like anything. It's like anyone who's like that, like these people, they're just dregs of society, aren't they? They're the lowest of the low. Cowardly as well.
Abigail's got to say something.
I got the facts wrong when I did the summary of that news article.
So she's not perfect either. Go
So-
on, what happened?
So the facts of that story is it was a 90-year-old elderly gentleman and they charged him £42,000
£42,000.
for artificial grass.
Jeez. Did he get his money back? Oh, 42 grand. That's disgusting.
They're out
isn't it?
there. There's not. it's another situation that you can't really. How can you protect the clients from that happening? You just can't.
That wasn't even it. He also charged, so on top of the £42,000 for the grass itself, he charged £900 to remove trees, £1,400 to remove a fence, and £12,500 to install concrete paving.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's madness, isn't it?
It's like charging like 15k to fit a boiler. It's nuts. Well,
And unfortunately, the gentleman, since the sentencing, the gentleman was not able to be compensated as he passed away.
Oh, sad, isn't it?
But I do apologise, I got the facts wrong when I was doing that summary.
One of his last experiences of life was him getting fleeced. It's terrible, isn't it? That is terrible. Why would you want to do that to somebody who's not got long? You know what I mean? Because they're an easy target. Just the way it's the way of the world, isn't it?
like I say, you can't get away from it. There's nothing you can do. People just got to be more careful on who they
you
choose.
can't. Well, an old person can't, can they?
Yeah, maybe they ain't got family to help.
They ain't got
them.
anyone around them, you know.
Well, on that note,
we're going to do a wind up.
watch out for that. Which can be coming after this if it pulls off.
Yeah, we're going to try and pull a wind up off. And if we don't, then you won't see this bit. So,
But if you are an installer, come and say hello.
yeah, say hello to me and Keiran if you're passing the TPI stand.
12 o'clock on the Wednesday.
And remember to get down to the Plumber Social. Bring your ticket because it's free entry.
Custard
Factory.
We are going to be on about 8:30, 9, I think.
Yeah, beers, pizza, dancing, and a bit of this.
Be a good night.
Off the cuff type sort of stuff. No, there is a bit planned, to be honest with you. Can't go into this cold. Well, yeah, thanks for joining us. And I don't know if any of you noticed, but today I didn't swear one bit.
No, you didn't. I didn't even notice that.
Well done.
Can you give us one swear word?
Do you know how hard that was?
All right, we will see you on the next one.
See you in the next one. Thanks, folks. Bye.
Hello.
Hello, is that Shoaib on?
Speaking.
Hello, are you also known as Gas Expert?
That's right.
I've seen you got a campaign online calling for ban of power tools, is that right?
Yep.
And it looks like you're making a lot of noise, like many success stories of banning power tools on boot sales. Well, I'm a boot sale organiser, and I've got to say, you're hurting me business, mate.
You're doing what?
I've got a boot sale. I'm an organiser, and you hurt.
Which boot sale are you from?
I'm up north in Yorkshire, in the Dales.
Right.
But you're hurting me business, mate. I'll be honest with you.
So what, you stopped selling them, yeah?
Well, people are not wanting to bring the bloody tools to me boot sale, so I'm losing out on business, mate.
Yeah, but as tradespeople, our vans are getting broken into all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, how can you tell that these tools that turn
How
up...
can you tell they're not stolen?
How can you tell that they're stolen tools?
Because the tools that are there, most of them have got markings on them. Number one, they've got markings on them. Second of all, the amount of vans that are getting broken into around the whole country, they're not going anywhere else than a boot sale.
Well, let me tell you, right, I've got receipts for lots of tools off of some of the people who bring them to my boot sale.
Yeah.
Like, I've got 3,866 receipts from 2 weeks ago.
3,866 receipts, yeah?
766.
What, is that a value of receipts?
Yeah, that's proof of purchase.
That is the total receipts value, yeah?
That's proof of purchase. That's the amount of receipts.
So in total, the value of the receipts comes to 3,800.
No, that's the number of receipts I've got. That's what I'm saying.
And how many companies are they from?
Companies, they're just private sellers, mate.
Yeah, okay, mate. Nobody's no tradespeople out. No one out there is selling their tools. I'll tell you that now.
Well, okay, mate.
No one trades it. Sells it.
Okay, mate. So what about then? Okay, so what about old Bob who wants to clear out his shed? What, you're going to nab him for it as well, are you?
So what? The old Bob that's selling his tools, they're current tools, yeah? Cordless current tools, 10, 20 of them, 30 of them. You don't understand?
Well, I can't answer. Well, I can't answer for Bob, but he's just clearing out his shed. What, you're saying that they're all nicked as well, then?
Bob had 20 tools, 20 grinders, 20 hoovers, 20 wetbacks,
I don't-
20 power drills,
I don't-
everything in 20 and 30s, yeah?
No, he's got like Black and Decker stuff, but like,
Okay, if he's got Black and Decker stuff, he's got nothing to worry about. What you're selling down there is Makita's, Milwaukee, Bosch. These are all current tools that we're using. And as you see, if you go and look at the stats of how many vans have been broken into, I'm not saying that everyone's a thief, but the ones that are selling it, trust me, 90% of them, they don't come from a legitimate source.
sure.
And that's not just me. That, as I said, it affects our livelihoods. We're working all day.
Well, listen. Look, gas expert fella, whatever your name is, right? What about my livelihood? All right, because people are not wanting to come to my boot sale.
Because they are only selling tools, are they? Nothing else.
Well,
Boot sales are not about that. Boot sales, boot sales have been around for years. They don't just sell power tools. So if you're worried about 2 or 3 stands coming to you, we're losing thousands of pounds worth of tools every day.
What you personally? You personally? Have you seen your power tools at boot sale?
Have I seen my power tools at the boot? I don't even know which boot sale they go to. They don't sell it just to the local one. They go around everywhere selling them.
Well, I don't think that. I'll be honest.
You don't think that? Ask the police. They'll tell you how many people.
But police haven't come to my boot sale,
Well,
right?
that's good, because I'm not saying that police have come to any boot sale. All I'm trying to say to you is police have already given us a report of how many boot sales this stuff ends up in.
Well, I mean, I was tradesman. I was tradesman for many years, like, and do you know what? I used to take all my old tools to boot sale. I used to pick a few up as well, to be quite honest with you.
As I said, if someone's selling one odd tool or 2 or 3 items on their stand, because they're trying to get rid of the shed, that's not a problem. The scale, mate, you haven't seen it. Just Google boot sale, just Google car boot sales and tools, and then you're going to see full of them, millions, thousands of tools everywhere. Where they're all coming from. And they've got markings on them. They've got company names.
What markings have they got on them? Like, do they put like 3 little scratches in them?
No, they don't just put 3 little scratches on them, mate. They've got the company names written on them. They've got DNA markings on them.
DNA? Well, you got like what, forensics involved and stuff like that.
They've got forensic markings on their tools as well. Yeah.
Bloody hell, that's futuristic, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I'll be honest with you, if you could just probably just quieten it down a little bit for me, because it's really causing me a fucking headache.
It's not just me, mate. There's about 1.6 million tradespeople out there, and everyone's complaining about tool theft. It's not just myself.
You're the one making the biggest noise about it, though, mate, aren't you, really?
Mate, I'm telling you now, the whole country's on it, because it's been happening for the last 12 years. It's nothing new.
12 years?
Yeah, this has been going on for 12 years. It's not just started yesterday.
Well, I'll tell you what, this Black and Decker thing Bob had, that's definitely longer than 12 years old. Do you know what I mean?
Mate, I don't know why you're worried about a Black and Decker tool. No one's going to bother about a Black and Decker tool.
Why? What's wrong with Black and Decker? That's the same as DeWalt, isn't it?
No, there's nothing wrong with. I'm saying if he's trying to sell 1 or 2.
I mean, some people can't afford DeWalt tools. We have to have Black and Decker. Some of us, you know what I mean?
Black and Decker, there's nothing wrong with Black and Decker. But I'm just saying, if somebody's selling a Black and Decker tool, or just one off, or two or 3 items on the stand, it's not a big deal.
What about like if it? What about like if it was like Ryobi or something like that? Would that be all right? Because they're quite cheap, isn't they?
Doesn't matter. It's still, if it belongs to a tradesperson and comes from a tradesperson van.
What about, right? Listen to me. What about?
I mean, I'm not the one who's got to decide that. Do you understand about who sells what on the boot sale?
Right. Okay. So,
Decide that.
so what else would be acceptable? Like, what else could I do to change like it up? Because I don't want to get slapped with £10,000 fines, these lad.
Well, look, as I said, the police are now even hotter on it than they are before, and they're not happy with it. What's going on with the vans? It's a burden on them as well. Do you understand? Do you know how many calls every 12 minutes someone's getting broken into in London or in UK? Every 12
Well,
minutes.
that's in London, lad. I'm talking in Dales, like Dales is not as busy as in London, is it? Like,
But if you well, yeah, but boot sales in general, mate.
I mean, they only got like stone tools up here, lad. They've only got stone tools, like making walls and stuff like that.
Look, have a look on internet. Go and have a look and see.
What's internet, lad? I don't know what. Oh, this is what you're on, isn't it? Like the old World Wide Web, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you, let me tell you something now, Shoaib. I'm going to tell you something now, right? You've been a great sport for off-the-job wind-ups.
Off the job.
I thought this should be like a nice little promo for your like chill theft thing, Shoaib. You know what I mean? Get it out there a bit more. You're talking to plumber tales, mate. Can we bleep that? I went a whole episode without swearing today, and you've just said the C word online. Oi, Shoaib, we'll see you at Installer, and look out for this reel. Oi, Shoaib, awesome job, bruv, awesome job, but I thought, yeah, we could get you here, we could get you, and we got you.
Well, at least I did say, yeah, go ahead, sell some shit.
Brilliant, mate. Great sport, Shoaibs.
Is it right for you?
Mate.
Is it? Wait, Shoaib.
Yeah.
Is it all right to put this out? Yeah.
Yeah, go for it, mate. I don't care.
Yeah.
I ain't seen nothing.
We'll highlight it for like, you know, because we're all behind this. Do you know what I mean? We're as much behind it as you are. So we think it'd be a good thing for the whole campaign and that.
I thought someone's going to fucking threaten me, man. I was up for that.
All right then, geezer.
Catch you in a bit, mate.
Take care, mate. Bye.
All right, this has been another episode of Off the Job Podcast.
Thanks for watching the show on YouTube or listening on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, and all other streaming platforms.
If it's your first time watching or not, make sure to subscribe below and follow us on all the big social media stuff like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
For our overtime show on Monday, send us in your stories and comments for it to be read out on the show. Send it in via email, direct message through our social media accounts, or WhatsApp us on 07457 406 259.
And we'll see you on the next episode.